Oh my gosh. You know, I don't know. There's a vibe on a Monday morning. Can I get a heck yeah? Can I get a witness? You know, can I get a witness? I saw TikTok, man, a couple days ago, and it was this like Southern preacher, and she was like, "How when you need some oil." When you need some oil. And then she was like, when you gotta cook some chicken, what do you need to get? You need to get some oil. Some of y'all asking God for oil from heaven. And then she was like, when you go to fry some fish, what do you need? You need to put in some oil. When you need to put in your vegetables, you need to put in some oil. And then she was like, when you put in your bacon, you need to get some. And everyone was like, oil. And then and then she was like, no, bacon has its own oil. And then it was like the praise dance broke out. And it was like, some of y'all, the Holy Spirit's going to give you your own oil. And it was like, man, I don't know what that has to do with what we're going to talk about today. It's got nothing to do with it. But that was really on my mind because I watched that I was thinking about that this morning. Bacon has its own oil. Oil. It really does. Dudes, these are spectacular profiles. It's a spectacular amp. I did it before, and I put it in another video saying these were my favorite of the year. And I think that could be true. I think it is true. But I wanted to give a quick PSA. I wanted to offer these for free for everybody, whether you're signed up for the emails or not, because I got a couple of people saying they didn't get them. So here are these really great profiles. Before I go any further, let me say this. If you downloaded these for Tonex and they didn't work, shoot me an email. There was a little issue. IK sent me and some other creators a beta to try out the new effects beforehand. Things we exported on that beta did not work properly. Then when we updated, still we did not have something that worked properly. There was some rigmarole was the official word, I believe. It was a rigmarole. If you're a programmer, you might be familiar. And anyway, we got it. Thank you to Brian at Worship Tutorials who helped me get it figured out. So now I can show you these awesome. These are 2 double free. Link in below, in the description below. These are spectacular sounds. This is one of my favorite sounds of the year, and I'm going to show you why right here. If you watch again the intro of this video, you will hear all the shades that I was able to get with just the guitar. Just the guitar. One incredible profile. Check it out. Shade number 1. This is JM BluesMaker H33. Shade number 1. I'm going to go to my neck pickup. I'm going to roll it off a little bit on the volume. I'm going to go to about 6, and I'm going to bring my tone knob to about the same. That's shade number 1, right? Dark, beautiful. I mean, just thick, lovely. I love that. That's shade number 1, and I love this. We haven't even heard the sound of this profile yet, and that's what I love about it, is that shade number 1. I'm going to roll that all the way up, and now I'm just cleaning up the guitar, right? Neck's going to sound like this, you know? Beautiful. I love that. Here was the second shade I used in there, which was just the middle position but cleaned up, you know? Right? Beautiful, you know? It's got a voice, man. And then here's the bridge, you know? I love that. Now, you haven't even heard it because it's all cleaned up like that, you know? It's a beautiful... It's a nice sound, but it's all clean. This is what it actually sounds like. Yeah, man. Yeah. That is the sound of that thing. You throw that on the neck. The H speaker gives you so much high and low on this amp. It just fits it like a glove. It's my favorite one. To me, that's the sound. You do everything right here. You only need one profile from the pack. Did I say that? Uh-oh. You can't return the rest. Sorry, too late. No, it's going to change a little bit with different guitars. You know, these are medium output pickups, I would say. And by that, I mean medium output in the vintage realm, right? They're low if you're like playing a modern guitar. But, you know... It's just a great sound. Now, let me turn off this. You might have heard I have this little chorus on. That's it. Love it, love it, love it. Now, I'll show you the other free one that was also really good. It's good in a different way. It's not my favorite of the year. Sounds like this. Again, link below in the description. You can't do as much of this because it's already clean. Let's get that chorus back on. How did I do that? Ah, the flat fi. Oh. Come on, we just... I love it when you make a mistake and it's cool. That's not in the scale. That's a no. But you phrase it like this. Oh, come on. Uncle Willie. That is some tone. That is some tone. My Uncle Willie's doing well, by the way. But I'll tell you a story about my Uncle Willie. That man, he had no shoe on when he went to the doctor's office. I'm not even making this up. My uncle told me, I hope no one in my family watches this channel. My uncle told me the other day, my other uncle, he said, I was taking Willie to the doctor's office, And I picked him up in my truck. Willie got in, and when he like looked down, he said, "Well, I only have one. I only have one shoe on." You know, I always say, "Uncle Willie, that's some tone, right?" There's an actual Uncle Willie, and the other day he had no shoe on apparently. And my uncle was like, "What, Willie? How'd you lose your shoe?" And he's like, "I don't know." And they were like, "He must have. Of course, he must have had the shoe." When he left the house, he would have noticed he had no shoe, but all of a sudden he got in the truck, realized I got no shoe. So, but they were like, "Do you want to go back and look for it?" He's like, "Well, we got to go to no, just go to the doctor's office." He goes to the doctor's office, and I guess he found a mask in his car and put it around his sock and wore the mask like a foot covering. Walked into the doctor's office. I'm sure the doctor said, this old man has no shoe on," and. But that's okay. I guess my Uncle Willie thought smart and told the doctor, "I have a blister on my foot, so I didn't want to put my shoe on." And the doctor said, "Oh, yeah, that makes sense." So he was walking all proud, like I came out of the doctor and was going, "Oh, yeah, the doctor asked me about this, but I told him I had a blister on my foot. I thought fast, you know?" And the doctor's like, "Oh, yeah, makes sense." Anyway, like that's an accomplishment to go to the doctor with one shoe, make an excuse. Anyway, they go back to the house. Sure enough, the shoe had, I guess when he was climbing in the truck, it slipped right off. I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you, HW comes from some people. You're going to hear that so much on Tone Junkie. You know what I mean? You're going to hear that so much on Tone Junkie now. That little riff. Anyway, dudes, these are in the description below. Again, if you got that ToneX pack or you even got the free ToneX thing, re-download these. Sorry, those last ones didn't work. Just a little mix-up. I was on a beta. We updated afterwards. It still pulled in some of those old like recovery files or something from the beta, and it just messed everything up. And when we were exporting, it made them not readable on the new version, the final version. But again, we got that all figured out. I have been HW. Can I get a whatever this is?